Millions of years ago, a massive continent existed in the heart of the Pacific Ocean. Its name was Mu, the Motherland of Humanity. It was a paradise of lush landscapes and golden cities, home to an advanced civilization that lived in perfect harmony with nature. But this golden age was not to last. In a single catastrophic day, the Earth shook with unimaginable violence. Volcanic eruptions tore the continent apart, and colossal waves swallowed the land whole. Mu vanished beneath the waves, taking its secrets with it. Legends say that refugees from the sinking motherland scattered across the globe, carrying their wisdom to distant shores, their legacy hidden in the great monuments of the ancient world. Is Mu just a myth, or does a forgotten chapter of human history lie waiting in the silent depths? While we know about Atlantis, the legends of the East speak of a lost paradise called Lemuria, a civilization far more advanced than our own. Before recorded history, in the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean, existed a continent bathed in an ethereal light. This was the cradle of a spiritual humanity. Its people were said to be tall and graceful, living in a higher state of consciousness, communicating not with words but through pure thought. Their cities were not built of stone, but of crystallized light and harmonious sound, powered by the energies of the earth and stars. But their idyllic existence was destined to end. As a great cosmic cycle came to a close, their paradise was slowly, gracefully submerged by the sea. It was not a destruction, but a transition. Lemurian masters, foreseeing the deluge, are said to have scattered to the corners of the world, preserving their sacred wisdom and seeding the spiritual traditions that would one day guide humanity back to its divine origins. Lemuria is not just a lost land, it's a lost chapter of our soul. Before the world we know took shape, the Pacific was not a vast empty ocean, but the cradle of a mother continent. This enormous landmass stretched from the shores of Asia to the coast of America, serving as a bridge between worlds. Earth's geography was a tapestry of wonders. Towering mountain ranges that pierced the clouds, vast fertile plains watered by immense rivers, and coastlines that stretched for thousands of unbroken miles. It was a supercontinent of life, allowing plants, animals, and the first whispers of humanity to cross between hemispheres. Then the Earth shifted. The great continent fractured and sank, its plains becoming abysses and its mountains becoming islands. Today, the scattered archipelagos of Polynesia, from Hawaii to Easter Island, are believed to be the last lonely remnants, the highest peaks of a lost world, standing as silent monuments to the paradise that now lies beneath the waves. Ancient texts suggest the people of Mu possessed technology that could harness the power of the sun and crystals. They were not just builders, they were energy masters. In the heart of their cities stood great crystal towers, colossal prisms that gathered solar energy and converted it into a power source beyond our comprehension. This clean, limitless energy was distributed through a planetary grid, illuminating their world and fueling technologies we can only dream of. They mastered vibration and frequency, using crystal-tuned resonance to levitate immense stones, power silent vehicles, and even heal the body by restoring its natural harmony. Their technology was not cold and mechanical, but a spiritual science, woven into the fabric of their existence. It was a power so great that its loss plunged the world into darkness, leaving only whispers in myth and a profound question. Could such knowledge ever be found again? For thousands of years, Mu was a global empire of peace, where massive white pyramids and golden temples reached for the sky. This was humanity's golden age. Under the wise guidance of the Nakal priests, the entire continent lived as one nation, free from war and strife. Theirs was an empire not of conquest, but of enlightenment. The capital, Hiranipura, was the heart of the world, its gleaming structures serving as universities and spiritual centers. From its ports, emissaries sailed to the far corners of the earth, not to claim land but to share wisdom, establishing a global network of culture and learning. It was a time when humanity was united, living in prosperity and spiritual awareness, a perfect civilization whose memory now haunts our collective dreams as a paradise lost. Ancient tablets found in India and Mexico speak of a coming darkness that would swallow the great motherland in a single night. For thousands of years, the Empire of Mu knew only peace, its light stretching across the globe. But even a sun must set. In the hidden chambers of their temples, Nakal seers read terrifying omens in the cosmic cycles. The prophecies foretold a cataclysm born from the heavens, a celestial alignment that would unleash the planet's dormant fury. They warned of the ground trembling, of ancient volcanoes erupting in fire, and of the ocean itself rising as a dark, mountainous wall to reclaim its own. The end would not be a gradual decline, it would be a swift, merciless judgment. In one terrifying night of roaring waves and splintering earth, the motherland, with all its wisdom and glory, would be devoured by the sea, vanishing forever. The Golden Age could not last. Around 12,000 years ago, the planet's fury was unleashed. A series of massive volcanic eruptions, greater than any in recorded history, began to tear the continent apart. The ground shuddered with relentless earthquakes, splitting the pristine land into fracturing islands of chaos. Mountains of fire spewed ash that blotted out the sun, turning day into an endless, terrifying night. Fissures miles long ripped through the plains, swallowing cities whole. The very foundations of the world were breaking. It was not a single event, but a slow, agonizing death of a continent, a symphony of destruction heralding the final, watery grave that was to come. The end came not with a whisper, but with a roar that tore the world asunder. Huge cracks opened in the Earth's crust, gaping wounds in the heart of the motherland. With terrifying force, the Pacific Ocean rose to claim the land of Mu. It was not a wave, but the entire horizon lifting up to claim the sky. Salt water poured into the burning fissures, creating vast screaming clouds of steam. In a matter of hours, a continent that had stood for millennia was erased from the face of the earth, its golden age reduced to nothing more than a memory drowned in the abyss. It was the final terrible act. A symphony of fire and water played out across a dying continent. Volcanoes rained fire from the heavens, while the ocean, a dark and angry beast, rushed in to claim the land. In this ultimate cataclysm, millions of people, the inheritors of a golden age, disappeared without a trace. Their magnificent cities, marvels of art and engineering, were dragged down into the deep blue abyss. Where a global empire once stood, there was now only the silent, endless expanse of the sea, hiding the greatest lost civilization in its cold, dark depths. But not all was lost. Legends say that a small group of survivors escaped in advanced ships, bringing their knowledge to Egypt, India, and the Maya. They carried the sacred scrolls and star charts, the collected wisdom of their fallen motherland. Journeying across the turbulent new world, they found new homes, planting the seeds of civilization. They landed on the banks of the Nile, sharing the secrets that would build pyramids. They reached ancient India, their philosophy flowering into new faiths. They taught the Maya to map the heavens. The light of Mu was not extinguished. It was scattered, becoming the spark for the great cultures of antiquity. From the ashes of one world, new suns began to rise. In the fertile deserts of Egypt, the secrets of the cosmos were etched into stone, and pyramids reached for the stars. In the heart of the jungle, the Maya tracked the heavens with impossible precision, their cities built in cosmic alignment. And in the vibrant lands of India, ancient wisdom blossomed into profound philosophies, their temples a tapestry of divine geometry. Three civilizations, a world apart, yet their foundations were built upon a shared sacred memory, the faint but undying echo of Mu. Have you ever heard of the lost continents of Mu and Lemuria, legendary lands of advanced, peaceful civilizations that vanished into the ocean, leaving behind only whispers of their existence? For over a century, these tales have captivated our imagination. But what does modern science say? The story of Lemuria begins not as a myth, but as a 19th century scientific hypothesis. Biologist Philip Sclater proposed a sunken land bridge in the Indian Ocean to explain how lemurs could be found in both Madagascar and India. The idea was soon adopted by spiritual movements, who reimagined Lemuria as the cradle of humanity. Around the same time, the legend of Mu emerged from studies of Mayan civilization. Writers like James Churchward described a vast Pacific continent, a motherland of advanced culture that was destroyed in a single cataclysmic event. These were epic tales of lost worlds. However, modern geology tells a different story. The theory of plate tectonics has shown that continents drift, but do not sink into the abyss. Decades of ocean floor mapping have revealed no trace of sunken land masses. The evidence is clear. Mu and Lemuria, as depicted in legend, never existed. Science found that these powerful myths were born from a desire to explain ancient mysteries, long before we had the tools to uncover the Earth's true history. They remain compelling stories, not of lost lands, but of our enduring search for forgotten wisdom.